Hey guys, my name is Akbar. Welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna discuss about Jenkins. So assuming that you are familiar with the basics of Jenkins, why we use Jenkins. Jenkins is basically used for CI/CD purpose, continuous integration and continuous deployment. So here what we're gonna see is how to install Jenkins on EC2 instance. Okay. So what I'm going to do is a pure lab without wasting a time on theory. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a EC2 instance here. Just click on launch instance. I hope you know how to create a AWS account. So just give the name where I want to create a Jenkins. So what is today's date? 22nd March. So what operating system you want to select? I will go with the Ubuntu. I've selected as an Ubuntu. I don't want a 24 version. Let's go with a bit lower version so that it will be comfortable for us. So now here I'm going to create a new key pair. So key pair will be like Jenkins. (22nd March). I'll go with PEM. PPK is for putty and PEM is for SSH purpose. Okay. If you have PEM, you can configure PPK, but if you have a PPK, you can go with the PEM. So once I created this key pair, it's going to download in my downloads folder. Once this is done, we are good to go with the installation of Jenkins. So I'm going to create a launch instance. So my EC2 instance is getting ready. Meanwhile, I'll give you a quick walkthrough of my steps, what I'm going to do here. I have a particular link where I can install Jenkins on Ubuntu. Okay. After that, what you need to update your system, and then this is a command which will help you for a installation of Java and OpenJDK. Why? Because this is a prerequisite of installation of Jenkins. Now the exact installation steps is this. Okay, you need to get a repo and then update and then install Jenkins. So once the Jenkins is installed, you need to stop and start. This is the commands which you use to start and stop. So once we access a console, then immediately we're going to create pipelines which will help us to understand the basic job of Jenkins. Okay. Okay, my instance is got ready. Let's go to my instance. Where's my instance? Let's wait for a couple of minutes. So what we basically going to do is once the instance is ready, we install prerequisites of Jenkins, which is a Java, and then we install Jenkins. Once we install the Jenkins, we'll access the Jenkins console. Once we access the Jenkins console, we're going to create pipelines, multiple type of pipeline using FreeStyle and using a pipeline scripting, using a Maven plugin. Without Maven plugin, how the MVN commands works, and with plugin, how commands work, and the basic administration of Jenkins. Okay. So this is we're gonna cover in today's lab. Let me do the quick refresh here. Where are we with our instance? Okay. Jenkins, 22nd March. Jenkins, 22nd March. Okay, this is my today's day. It's running. So just to connect to this instance, what you need to do, you click on connect. You select the instance and click on connect. So once I see this SSH connect, right, I'll select this. I'll go to Command prompt. You can go to normal command prompt or you can go to git bash, anything would be fine. CD downloads. So my present working directory is here. This is a place where I'm having my key. So I'm executing this one. SSH-key, SSH-I, Jenkins pem, and Ubuntu, where the server what I'm going to connect. This is the EC2 instance. Okay, now it is asking me for yes. I'll give yes. Okay, see here, I've connected to my Ubuntu machine with this IP. So what is my next primary stuff is open my notepad, go to this link and make it easy for you so that it will be no further confusion. So this is my perfect link which will help me to install the first prerequisites of Java. Where is the prerequisites of Java? Installation of Java. There's the one, sudo apt update on your machine. I am on my Ubuntu machine. So I've given sudo apt update. Then I'm going to install 17 Java. Let this complete. Yeah. So system update is completed. So I'm installing a Java 17 version, right, of Java. So I'll give yes. Once my Java installation is done, I'll proceed with the Jenkins installation. So good to go. I'm making the copy of steps in the notepad so that it will be easy for you when you're going to refer it. So I'm gonna take with the weekly release or the monthly release, whatever is comfortable with you. So I'll go with monthly release here. Okay. Java hyphen version. So 17 is there. Yeah, good to go. So I've run this command sudo wget. What is gonna have it? It's gonna have the key, right? It's gonna have the key. After this, okay, let me run it again. Yeah, I executed echo first. Okay. Then again sudo apt update. Then I have to go with the installation of Jenkins command. Sudo apt get install Jenkins. You go with yes. Meanwhile, we'll have a walkthrough. So we have gone to the link. We have installed prerequisites Java. We have done with the installation of Jenkins. And then we're gonna stop and start. So as I have to access the Jenkins in the browser, I need to enable the 8080 port. So once this is done, we're gonna enable the 8080 port. Once we verify the version of Jenkins, so we need to access that in the browser. So I have to enable the inbound rule for the particular instance, which is 8080. Let's wait for a couple of minutes until this is gonna execute. Okay, good to go. Jenkins -hyphen version. Okay, my Jenkins got installed. My prerequisites of Java is good to go. Jenkins is 2.4 and Java is 17.0. Now what I need to do, as I have to enable the inbound rule for my particular instance, I'll go to my instance, a little bit down, go to security. Once you see the security, go to security groups. Once you are inside the security groups, you can see something called edit inbound rules. This is something exposed to the internet. So the default port is 8080. So I'm going to add a rule over here, the custom. Here is 8080. I'll take here anywhere. Okay. So I'm going to click on save rule. Once this is done, we can able to access the particular public IP of this particular instance. Okay, the rule got saved. Yeah, let me go back to my instance. I have to take the public IP. Where's my details? So I've given the IP address and the respective port. See, I've been open with the Jenkins console. So this particular is a directory which you need to access with the root. Sudo su hyphen. Okay. Now with your root. Now you are with root. Let me open. Cat. Looks like it didn't get copied. Okay. Now I got a password. Now what I'll do is I'll go and open to this here, copy paste. Not now, I don't want my password. See, basically we have to go with the install and suggested plugins because Jenkins has some basic standards. We will get a default plugins. So I want to go with the default plugins. I don't want a specific selected plugins. So once this is ready, you're good to go with the Jenkins installation and accessing the Jenkins console. So our first step is done. Enable the inbound rule for the Jenkins server for 8080 port. And then what you need to do, what we have done here, we get the password and updated it. So I'll add this step also for you so that it will be very convenient when you used to follow the steps. So I'll go with admin. I'll go with password. Just give some random names. So this is the instance configuration. Save and finish. That's all. Start using Jenkins. So basically what the Jenkins is going to do, it will help you to run the jobs. What do you mean by jobs? The jobs which is given to the Jenkins. So there's a multiple ways to do the Jenkins jobs. You have something called FreeStyle, you have something called pipeline, you have a multi-configuration project, you have a folder, multi-branch pipeline. So basically, let me show you how this FreeStyle works. Okay, I'll go with FreeStyle so that I can execute some commands. Commands job to create directory. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to execute some commands through this job by using this freestyle so that you can understand how basically the Jenkins works. So I got my configuration page. So I'll go to, I don't want to get any Git URL as of now. So what I will do is I'll go to build steps. Here, execute shell, mkdir. What is the directory name you want to give? Imagine you want to create a cat, cd cat, and then mkdir. Okay, rather than cat, I better I'll give it as a DevOps. Then in that DevOps, I'll create it as a Jenkins. Then cd Jenkins. Then after that, mkdir uh, pipeline. What is this? Freestyle pipeline. cd freestyle pipeline. Okay. Now we are just some random Unix commands I just want to run and see how the job run. Okay. So this is what I'm gonna run it. So just click on build now. Let's see how my job goes done. Gonna done. Okay, it's gonna fail. Let me see 1 minute. Okay. So I just given a small short break. Let's see what's the error here. This particular DevOps. Oh, okay. I got it. So I cd to cat, right? Whereas I created a DevOps folder. So let me go to my job. I'll go to configure. I'll make some changes wherever cat is there. I have to change it to DevOps. Okay. This is the directory, right? I have created. So I have to go to this directory and then Jenkins pipeline. Now good to go. So basically what we are saying, how the Jenkins functionality works when you execute some basic Unix commands. Second time also got failed. Let's see what is that. Cannot create a directory, file exists. Okay. Because it has already executed a job, so that's the reason it is not taking up. We'll go to configure. So as we are done with the first step, we'll remove this and we'll try to run this. Okay. Now we are good to go. So we have gone to DevOps, we have gone to Jenkins, CD Jenkins. Now, where these folders have been created so far. So now you can go to workspace and can see DevOps folder. In this DevOps, you have a Jenkins. In this Jenkins, you have something called FS pipeline. If you have been got confused, let me create some other new job here in the same stuff. What I will do is, we'll create DevOps 2, mkdir, DevOps 2. Okay, now this time is gonna run perfectly. See, the fourth job has been successfully executed. Now, if you go here, it has created DevOps 2. Under DevOps 2, it has a Jenkins. Under Jenkins, it has a first pipeline. So if I go back to my workspace, I can see both DevOps and DevOps 2. So basically what we are understanding here is this particular job has been used to execute a commands. So what we can do is FreeStyle job to execute basic Linux commands, right? So what else this FreeStyle Jenkins jobs has been used for? I've been stopping the screen share so that I have to open my Git for a while. Let me open the Git and then get back to you. So what I'm going to basically do is extraction of Git. Okay. I'll get my I'm sharing my screen with you guys. So I'm going to get a repo, something called test Maven here. So what I will do is now my next task is to extract the Git, okay, by using FreeStyle to check out Git through Jenkins. So this is the second stage. So we know the purpose of a Jenkins jobs. Now I'm going to create another a job which will help me to check out with a Git code. FreeStyle job for Git checkout. I've selected FreeStyle, click on OK. So where is the link that I have to give here is this is the one, the source code management. I've selected Git, okay. I've gone with a Git URL. This is a URL which I'm gonna extract, and no need to give anything else because I'm just trying to fetch the code. Okay, no need to give anything. Just trying to extract the code from the Git build. See, I got my code. Finish. Let me go back to my checkout, my workspace. I got all this code, right? Whatever the content is there, in this my repo, all I got, everything. Okay, guys, the stage one, what we are doing is we are running the Linux command. Stage two, we are trying to extract the Git code through Jenkins. What is the next stage? Now, by using FreeStyle only, we can execute Maven lifecycle commands. For example, if the application team is giving you the Java code, how you build the code, how you run the code, all these things is required, right? So these are the some Maven lifecycle commands which we are going to execute with the help of Maven lifestyle. So I have created a couple of jobs here. This job is for Git checkout. This job is for to running the commands. So I'm going to create a freestyle job, which will help me exactly. So for Maven without plugin. Okay. We will do it the same job of freestyle Maven with plugin. Okay. Now, as of now, why I've given the name as a without plugin is because we have not had added any kind of a plugin here. So that's why we are not seeing here something called Maven. If you added a plugin of Maven, then you can see something called Maven here. Okay. Freestyle Maven without plugin. I'm going to click on OK. The again source code management. Again, you have to give your Git URL. Once you're done with the Git code, so what we need to do, now you came to build steps, right? Now in this build steps, what you need to do, you need to give the Maven commands. Sorry, my bad. So this is what you're gonna do: Maven validate, Maven compile, Maven test, Maven package, verify, and install. So once you copy paste this one, okay, we are good to go. That's all. You just need to give the Git URL and you need to execute this. If there is no issues with your code, everything will be smooth and fine. You are given only two inputs. One is called Git URL. The second is Maven commands because the code is based out of Java. Okay, something gone wrong here with the code maybe. MVN validate. MVN not found. Build step execution marked as failed. Okay, something wrong with the Maven validate. Where is my job? Configure. Let's see, is there any typo mistake there? MVN validate. Or else we'll give Maven validate compile test. Yeah, this is what I've given. Clean compile test, compile, test, package, install, validate. Let me go to my job. We're gonna do a little bit of troubleshooting here. Or else I'll remove Maven validate, Maven compile test package. I'll go with only two. Maven clean, compile, test package. Ambient package is there, right? Yeah, Maven package is there. Ambient compile is there. Yeah, ambient compile is there. Ambient test. Yeah. Let's go with this three. Apply and save. Let's gonna execute the job again. It's gonna fail again. What's the purpose here? Ambient compile. Ambient not found. Okay. Basically, the thing is I have not installed Maven in the Jenkins. So mvn hyphen version. So what is the basically command I need to do? Okay, I have to exit from root mvn hyphen install mvn version. Let me search for a command installation of Maven on Ubuntu. I believe mvn install, that's all I believe. What is our notepad steps saying? Okay, here is the link for installation of Maven. This one also you can follow. It's the same, I believe. Yeah, let me verify. The prerequisites is a Java. Okay, that is fine. Yeah, these are the commands. So ours is Ubuntu, so I'll go with sudo apt install Maven. So once I install Maven, what I need to do is I need to restart the Jenkins. Okay, I have the Maven version, which is 3.8. Right, I have the Jenkins version. Java version. Jenkins Java mvn hyphen version. Now you have all the components. As I have a Maven now I am good to execute these commands. Okay. So what I will do, I'll go to my Jenkins jobs. configure I'm gonna apply and save. So before this, I just want to restart the Jenkins so that before that I'll first see the status. So which is basically should be running actually. See, basically it is running because I'm accessing the Jenkins console and all. So what I will do, I will basically stop it first because I've installed Maven, right? So which is a third party tool. So it's got affected. It's a very good habit to make a habit of restart when something new is gonna added in your Jenkins. Let me copy paste this command. My Jenkins is about to start. Once this is started, again we'll cross check the status and then we can good to go with the execution of that particular pipeline. Okay. Okay, my Jenkins has been started. You can see the status again. It should be running. Yeah, absolutely it is running. Now again, I'll just refresh this page. I have to give my user ID and password. Once this is done, I don't want to save this. I just want to cross-check my job again. What are the things that I've configured as part of my Jenkins job, so without plugin, so that I can execute Maven lifecycle commands. So I've given my Git URL. I've given my Maven command. So earlier I missed to install the Maven, so that's why it's not able to execute the commands. Because on the server we have only Jenkins, we don't have a Maven. That's why it's not able to identify this command. Whereas when command is perfectly fine, I missed to install Jenkins Maven on the server. So okay, I just saved it. I'm just gonna build now. So remember, this job name is without plugin. So going forward, next classes, I'm gonna create with a plugin. Let's see, something is fishy here again. Let's see what we have missed this time. Okay, looks like it's working. Yeah, good to go. Maven verify is going on. Except deploy, everything will works because for deploy you need a separate a Tomcat server for where to deploy. Okay. Did you see here success? This is gonna give you the damn happiness when you run the jobs. That's the beauty. It's only one time setup configuration. Once it is done, you're good to go. So initially we have a couple of failures just because Maven is not there. Once the Maven is there, once the Maven lifecycle commands are there, you're good to go. For this particular job, if you have to see the configure, okay, this is a Git URL. This is a Maven class. Imagine if there is a requirement, you have done a deployment. Okay, you have to rerun the deployment. Again, you no need to go everywhere. You just go to this job. Where is your previous build? Like this. Go here. Rebuild options should be showing somewhere. Currently, it is not showing here, but you can see the somewhere here the rebuild option. As of now, for me, it's not showing. But when you're working in a real-time environment, if you go to this particular job, imagine this is a failed one. This is the failed one. Previous build, next build. So you can see like that. Build to all those things. So I hope you're clear so far here. This is one particular stage. So we have come across a multiple stages. So what we have done a quick walkthrough. We have done with the prerequisites of Jenkins, and then we have installed the Jenkins. After installing Jenkins, we have enabled the inbound rule as a 8080 so that we can access in the browser. Once we access in the browser, we have open the password in the server with the root. And then we have created a freestyle job to execute Linux command. We have created a freestyle job to do the checkout of the Git. And then we have created a freestyle job for a Maven lifecycle. So in my next upcoming sessions, you're gonna see a couple of more jobs, a couple of CI/CD jobs with a freestyle job, and I'm gonna explain how the other pipeline concept works. So for a complete CI/CD setup by using freestyle, it's gonna take minimum more than 30 minutes. I'm gonna take you in the next session. Thank you very much. Thanks for your time. I hope you have been watching this carefully. I'm going to share the entire content with you so you can have a nice videos. So freestyle for Git checkout, freestyle without plugin, freestyle to create a job. So if you want to see with this workspace here on the server, cd var lib Jenkins. Go here and you can see something called workspace here. In this workspace, you see all my jobs which is created by me. Freestyle Git checkout, freestyle Maven, okay, freestyle commands. So if you go to freestyle commands, what are the directories that I have created? DevOps, DevOps 2, DevOps 2. In the DevOps 2, I have something called Jenkins. In the Jenkins, I have something called FS pipeline. Okay, all these things, whatever I have created. If you want to see Git checkout, yeah. Yeah, these are the things that I got from my Git. About FSM, which is a Maven, what the things I have seen here. See here, this Maven commands, when you execute, they'll give you the Maven lifecycle stuff. Okay, so make sure when you're practicing, when you are running the Maven commands without plugin, you need to make sure the Maven is basically first installed on your server, and then you're good to go. Thank you guys. Thanks for your time and enjoy the learning. Thank you. Bye-bye. Please click on like and subscribe for my channel. Appreciate it. Thank you.